It's the NFL on EA Sports. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Rams and the Cards, next on EA Sports.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Byer. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Bear. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Davis now to return it. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Murray now. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Cardinals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season. It can be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Murray Murray sets to throw on fourth. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On second down, Galvin. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable here for Davis. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Murray's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second down, it's Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38, Murray flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
In motion, the tight end. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A gain of 3, second down.
brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
That's caught at the 2. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The LA offense ready for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw on 2nd down. Byer, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Murray now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Bear. Open man right side is cut. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Meyer looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's your game 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this. 23. Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down. Bear. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we reach halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Murray.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack.
Murray, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run on 1st down. Galvin. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Looking to throw. Byer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Bear. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 29, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Boy, how good has this defense been, seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense ready to set up shop. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Here's Pollard again. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a give here to Pollard. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run with Pollard. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pollard again.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On second down now, Galvin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Pollard. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go on fourth down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give them 3 on first down. They'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the LA Rams with a victory here. I tell you what, I can't remember